What luck to have such a harebrained uncle. Thanks to him, I feel adventure ready to happen to me. The thrill of adventure is so close I feel I can reach out and touch it. Yuck.
That's why, dear Matthew, I address this to you. I know that you will know how to persuade our impetuous Oliver to accept this marriage we have arranged, his mother and I, for his own good. We greatly hope that it will soothe these crazy thoughts in his mind. Think of his poor mother grieving every day. On some days she is so grief-stricken that she has stopped embroidering. Oh, remember those splendid handkerchiefs that she gave to you? And I fear her grief will only grow. I promise you on Father's head, may he rest in peace, I will give you financial help, but in the name of all saints, stop Oliver from following his crazy dreams. Show him that marriage is sacred. Blah, 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 blah. Alas, my poor wife, think of the pain of childbearing, blah, 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 blah. Woe is her. If he hasn't married in 80 days, we will be lost in shame, blah, 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 blah. The happiness of this heaven-sent child, blah, 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 blah. He is cursed with your adventurous character. Signed, your dear brother, Ethan Lavisheart, who is going to lose all hope of ever being honorable.
Thank you, Uncle. It was very informative, but I really have to leave now. My parents have never understood me. I even used my so-called punishment in So Strict secondary school, living in America to learn what freedom really tastes like. I have big plans back in the States with my old buddies, Tom, Huck, Bill, Ringo, and the others. We're gonna make big things happen together, so be generous to your favorite nephew. Pay for my return to America, and you'll make me the happiest man in England.
I have an offer for you. I think you're the only one in this family of wimpy milksops who is able to take up a challenge.
Thank you, Uncle. We're gonna rent a small garage. Bill has a great idea of a machine which will count for you. You'll see. Then with Ringo, we thought of a way to create a new music type with electricity as the vector. We'll be able to rock the world.
Speaking of the world, Oliver, do you see this marvelous globe? I offer you a chance to go around it in 80 days.
Huh?
Because you must help your poor uncle.
You've run into some trouble?
Yes, a wee bit. I got all worked up with this fool named Barney in the Reform Club, and I said that going around the world in 80 days was not difficult, and that I was ready to bet on it.
What? But...
Pooh, the feat of fog begun 27 years ago, the same day. This will be great fun for you. You just have to take trains and boats, and you can sleep nice and safe inside them while they do most of the work.
You're crazy, Uncle. This trip has to be a lot more risky than you think. Did you bet a big amount?
Yes, I went too far. I bet all my nest egg. And you see, I am not as young as I used to be.
Well...
Then you'll do it for me. You'll go, and you'll bring me back 2 or 3 or 4 little trinkets.
2 or 3 or 4 little trinkets?
You see, well, I really lost my temper this time, and Barney has joined up with some other fools. Then they took advantage of my state of foolishness to tell me that they had submitted a petition to the court to remove my title of Pulsative Engineers.
Oh no, what are you gonna do?
My 4 big inventions that prove I deserve my title have now vanished into the landscape, and I have no proof that I was the one who invented these fine inventions. Seems I may have been a tad too naive.
What does this mean?
Well, you just have to find them on your trip. Look, you'll see Cairo, Bombay, Yokohama, San Francisco. It's simple, isn't it? These are where my greatest inventions are. I'm not asking you to bring back an Indian princess, as that clever old Phineas did, though feel free to if you wish.
Well, anyway, I don't care for princesses. Too high maintenance.
Seriously, all that I have been able to work out so far is the delay of this trial for 80 days until the end of your little trip around the world. So by then, if I can't prove that these inventions belong to me, I am removed of my title, and therefore I lose my pension, my house, and incidentally 10,000 pounds, my fortune all in all. Yes, not very nice at 70 years old. I'm way too old to start a second career.
They have the right to do this?
Yes, Oliver, the law is with them.
Father is well connected. He refuses to help you?
And your father must know nothing. He is too stubborn for matters like this. It is necessary to leave as soon as possible, like right now, Oliver, because every day counts.
But, Uncle...
Look, Oliver, this is a win-win thing for you. You will avoid marriage, and I'll fund your trip around the world. It's like a paid vacation with benefits. Lucky boy. All you need to do is bring back proof of my inventions. Go, be on your way. Youth is wasted on the young.
You're not hiding anything from me, right, dear Uncle?
Of course not. Here is your route and your initial funds. I shall send you supplementary benefits at each of your stages. Oh, damn, it's already 8:12 p.m. Go quickly to the railway station. Good night and good luck.
Good night. Come on, go for Timbuktu. Let's look once again at the route. Timbuktu, Bangkok, Caracas, and... Yes, it is definitely what I said.
Hello and welcome to 80 Days. Now this is an adventure game that looks like it's going to be an interesting one. We have a few added mechanics that will make the game more fun. Let's start with the easy one. On the top left of the screen we have a mini-map and an arrow which generally points us in the right direction. Now for the really fun ones. As you can see in the top right we have a ticking clock which is moving fairly swiftly, and this also incorporates a day and night cycle. The number 7 that you see and the green light means that we are on day 7 already, and the green light means that we are on track to beat Phileas Fogg's time around the world. And of course we are playing as not Phileas Fogg. In the bottom left you can see we have a green bar, and that denotes our stamina. Yes, we have an adventure game which is time limited and also with stamina. There are ways to replenish this stamina, and that I will show you shortly. And you can see in the bottom right we have money, which is, let's say it's finite. As you saw in the intro, there are ways that we will receive more income as we play along. And in the inventory we have a knife and our money. So we need to go around the world in 80 days. And right now we are in Cairo, not Timbuktu. And whoever made this map does not know the geography, because those look like the Great Pyramids of Giza, sitting right next to Cairo. Anyway, maybe we should make a start.
Passengers cannot go to the town for 24 hours. Feel free to enjoy the fine shopping.
Where are the shops? Hi there. I'm guessing this little fellow will be following us around. At least we have plenty of people to speak to.
So what?
Or maybe not.
Leave me alone, foolish hooligan.
Fair enough. Find a way to leave the approaching island. At least we have an idea of what our objective is right now, and some handy tool tips on how to get through the game. This camera is not very smooth.
Sorry, what's happening?
Customs is closed for 2 days. We're hunting for dangerous tombs robbers.
What? On this little island right here?
I'm a politician. I don't know anything. I don't know anything, but I'm happy. So what?
So what indeed. Okay. Running does deplete our stamina quicker than walking, but there's not a lot of ground to cover in this area. And the first way that we can recover stamina is by purchasing some food. And for some reason, in Cairo, Egypt, everything here costs English pounds for some reason, but we have plenty of money. There are 3 difficulty settings in this game, and it basically means you start off with less money the more difficult level you choose. And also, we have less time to complete the game. I'm not sure what happens if we complete the game when we go beyond the 80-day limit, but there's one way to find out.
Hello, can I buy this one?
Salam alaikum.
As you can see there, we automatically eat the food. I'm not sure what that is. Is that kebab? Bread? I'm guessing that's meant to be kebab meat.
It's unbearable being stuck here without a duty free.
Was duty free around at this time?
Leave me alone, foolish hooligan. I don't know you, and I don't want to know you.
You are a sensible person.
Leave me alone, foolish hooligan.
It's like they've already met this guy. Now we need to find a way across this waterway. And we can't... I believe these vessels are called feluccas. We can't use any of the feluccas around the area that we've just been to, as... well, I'm guessing the reason is because there are witnesses around.
I hope it won't be more than a day. I have very important plans. I have to wash my socks.
Ah, fair enough. But there is one vessel that we can use, and that is this one right here. Find something to break the chain holding the boat. Good job we picked up this iron bar.
Here you are, easy challenge.
You say easy challenge, but steering this thing is not easy. For some reason, the volume has gone right up. Now, I kind of think there's a puzzle here. As you can see, all these boats, and there are some fishing nets out. I'm not sure if you're meant to go through this like a maze, but there is one other option. And that option is going around them. Now, though, you may be forgiven for thinking that we need to reach this area over here. We don't. We need to reach this area right here. There are 2 areas which we can approach, and I think going into this one might be a bit better for us, as you will see momentarily. So here we have another hallmark of classic adventure games, a stealth section. Now I really don't want to get caught, as it means we have to pay a bribe or we have to spend the night in jail, which will further delay us. So I'm going to take the slow approach. Well, I would if I could get up the steps. Okay. Wait. I have ran through this section before, but it really is a pain if you do get caught, as there's no other way out of it. I believe this room is the customs office, but there's no actual need for us to be there. Oh, and someone's just disappeared. Oh, okay. There's no one to actually speak to in there, but we may return here later. And it is getting late, and we need to get to our hotel.
Hey, stop!
Don't shoot! I'm a British citizen! And against violence.
You are in big trouble. Or maybe we can come to an arrangement.
Well, okay. That was very unexpected.
Maybe we can discuss this like civilized people, hmm?
That was not what I was hoping would happen. Alright, now we can run around. We may as well take a quick look in here. Ah. So, instead of taking the time out to write just some interesting things on this board, it's just random key presses. Okay. Now these people are waiting in line for... Hold on. Weren't you that politician we spoke to before?
Why should I care?
I don't know, but I would care because there's no one actually in here. Now I just lost £200, which is quite a big chunk of money, but I believe we can get around without spending too much money. Now here we have our rent-a-car, but there is only one sort of car here. There are different vehicles that we can drive throughout this game, and as well as ride different animals. The camel is the slowest. I keep saying, well, I keep wanting to say vehicles, even though it is an animal. The camel is the slowest mode of transport. I believe the carpet and the bike are much faster. But let's start off being thrifty. Hold on. I swear that this trike was £30 as well. I may have made a mistake here, but I intend to show off as much of the transport as possible throughout this playthrough. Now, I would go for a jaunt around Cairo, but there is not much to see. There are some food vendors dotted around, but this area is not overly big. And as you have seen already, the locals don't have a whole lot to say. Now, I don't think it matters which way we go. Ah, here we go. The camel can speed up, which will help. No, let's keep going this way. Now I could have saved some money and ran to the hotel, but we are almost out of stamina. Hot rat, lovely. Now this place isn't very well signposted, which makes having the arrow in the minimap a lot more, makes it a lot more useful. Now I'd like to know whether Frogwares actually had the license to Around the World in 80 Days, because they're using a lot more shorter title, and they're not using the name Phileas Fogg either. I think this is just loosely based on the events. And I need to remember how to get off this thing. Oh, there we go. And you will see here another vehicle, which looks like a gyroscope? And that just reminds me of an episode of South Park. The less said about that, the better.
Hello, I'd like to stay a night.
Of course, sir. There's a message for you, sir.
Oh. Well, that's nice. Okay, well, I'm not too worried about losing that £200 now. At least I got to show off what happens when you do get caught.
My dear nephew, by now you have arrived in Cairo on your first mission. I cannot thank you enough for your help saving my reputation and title of pulsative inventor. Therefore, I won't even try. The patent for one of my most important inventions lays somewhere in that lovely city. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I cannot tell you anything about how the patent was lost. I must tell you even less about the events that occurred during my stay there. Still, what kind of favorite uncle would I be if I left you totally clueless? Therefore, I advise you to find a man named Yusuf. He's a stallholder from the bazaar. I believe he is still a loyal friend, since I don't think I owe him money. I'm sure he'll be able to shed some light on a dark situation. I wish you all the best, my nephew. Good luck.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's time for a nice night's rest right now.